It is time to answer one of the Prior Extinction's most asked questions in chat. It plagued players, noobs and pros, newbies and veterans alike. It annoyed the shit out of players because there's no obvious option to find out how to obtain it. The 100-year-old question of how do you gain mastery points? Hello, this is Datomski, here for another Prior Extinction Legacy Guide, where we are now talking about how to gain mastery points and why is it important to do so. Mastering dinosaurs is a pain, we all know that. Unless you're rich in Robux and you can easily buy all the dinos you need. But as soon as you know these different methods to obtaining mastery points, then you are good to go. You got to take note that dinosaurs gain mastery points passively as you play, but only within servers with 10 or more players playing. You can check the population before you join in a server or in-game by pressing the M button for the menu. Here you can see how many players are in the server. Let's start with how do you gain mastery points. These are divided into 5 major categories: Playtime, Nesting, Quests, Growth, and Miscellaneous Methods. In Playtime, you have to play 120 seconds or 2 minutes and having the option with having 80% of your well-being without it going down or having yourself to menu or dying. So that counts to playing 2 minutes and playing 30 minutes within the game, and also 2 hours. These methods are now also divided into 2, where you can play in 120 seconds or 2 minutes, 30 minutes, and 2 hours, where one is just merely playing, and the other is having a general well-being of 80%. Nesting. Every time a dinosaur you've nested to your pack grows to adult, which in where they don't leave the pack. There's also one where you nest someone in your pack, you create a nest where there's a cooldown of 10 minutes, you claim a territory, laying eggs, and playing 120 seconds or 2 minutes inside your territory. But since territory and nesting is quite a bit buggy, this nesting method on acquiring mastery points might be pretty tricky. But it is effective for some herbivores since creating eggs is now very food expensive. You need to eat a lot to just gain or lay an egg. Quest. You need to complete your daily, weekly, and monthly quests, which in turn they will have their own corresponding mastery point rewards. The monthly quest being the highest, next is the weekly quest, then of course the lowest ones would be the daily quests. For miscellaneous methods, you have collecting every fossil, collecting every gemstone, and traveling every time for 1000 meters. You gain a certain amount of mastery points. As well as eating your preferred food, which has a cooldown of 5 minutes every time you complete this and getting rewarded by a mastery quest. Since Recode will take it all away from AFK growing rather. But if you're mastering a low to mid-tiered playable, then I suggest hanging out in hotspots to get killed when you're adult and to allow yourself to regrow faster, and to continuously run all around the map since you're much faster. And by that way, you can cover more ground and you can complete the running every time for 1000 meters quest done. Each match 3 stages would increase the amber and fossil rewards. This will also give you a buff on your playable's growth time. And at stage 5, your playable's growth time would decrease significantly up to 50%. And for Apex Dinos, it would allow you to spawn in as a juvenile instead of a hatchling. which also greatly increases your chances of survival since playing as any hatchling Apex dinosaur is slow and annoying to get to places. When you have any Apex dinosaurs owned, reaching Mastery Stage 5 gets all of your playables a growth and amber boost. So mastering Apex dinos have their own perks after all. Furthermore, mastering some dinos can help you achieve and discount other Apex dinosaurs via completing their mastery stages. For example, you would need Ceratosaurus and Yangchuanosaurus to discount or have the ability to discount the Amber of Turbosaurus, which can help you later unlock Tyrannosaurus Rex. Why is achieving masteries important? It helps your dinosaur grow even faster and makes you gain more amber passively. For example, let's say your Apatosaurus grows 3 hours from hatchling to adult. Here's a graph to illustrate what each stage reduces to your default growth time. And here's a table for an Apatosaurus's base amber per minute of 315. If you own Therodontosaurus, reaching Mastery Stage 5 would give you access to its skin, Therodontosaurus diplumus, which has a higher tolerance for heat and making it less likely to withstand colder weather and certain biomes at night. It still looks pretty cool though. If you want to gain even more mastery points, then these options are available. The game passes I recommend to help speed you up in your mastery journey are obviously the More Mastery Game Pass, since it gives a 20% mastery points boost for every mastery points you obtain. For example, let's say every minute your Ceratosaurus gains 20% mastery points per minute. And with the More Mastery Game Pass, you would have 24 mastery points instead of 20, which greatly helps. Radar Game Pass will also help you find fossils and gems faster, where you can complete each and every one for mastery points. Faster Growth Game Pass, since growing to adult is by far the best way to obtain mastery points in the game. Then this Game Pass greatly helps with this task, which reduces your growth time by 20%. However, this doesn't reduce your eldering time. They have the faster eldering Game Pass for that. This is just a short video, but I hope you learned something new. Enjoy grinding. Until next time.